Hello, welcome again to Yas Planter, and what I want to show you today is about these two beautiful ZZ plants that I got. Yes, of course, these beautiful plants commonly known as ZZ plants. The scientific name for this one is zamiculcas zamfilia, also known as a Zanzibar gem. So this beautiful plant is native to Eastern Africa, to the southern of Kenya. So it's a pretty tropical indoor plants. I have got these two maybe around 5 to 6 months ago. They were much more smaller than how they look like now, and I had as soon as I get them, the pot was too small for the plant, so I re-put them into this ceramic pot, which has got a good drainage hole at the bottom, and the other one I have planted into this decorative pot without a drainage hole. Why I have taken the risk, as we all know that is so super important for the fresh plants to have to be planted in a pot that has got a good drainage system. But why did I plant this into a decorative pot? Because zamfilia or zamiculcas, they do not need too much water, so it's always good to plant them into a decorative pot as well, because you know that you're not going to overwater them, you know that you're going to make sure you are giving too less water with this beautiful plant. Zamiculcas or ZZ plant, usually they quite like indirect light, but of course not too much. They can tolerate also to low light as well, so you placing them anywhere in your house that has got low light also is pretty fine. So this is one of those plants that basically does not need too much light and also doesn't need at all water. The watering ratio for these beautiful plants are usually every 20 to 25 days. So if you are a person that you are always away, you are not at home, and usually forget about the watering the plants, this plant is a perfect plant for you, because if you even neglect them and don't water them over a month, they still survive and they still thrive and grow. So it's one of the plants that usually you can always take a risk with them. They're not going to die very easy. What really going to kill these ones are the overwatering, that definitely can create rotten roots and it's going to make this plant to die. So I'll tell you about the sign of overwatering and how to measure that the plants need water or doesn't need water. We can usually tell by the leaves. So if you see the leaves are usually getting brown or yellow and they are falling off, that means the plant is overwatered, so the soil is very wet. So you should quickly maybe change it to a drier soil and then monitor the watering ratio. If you find out that the leaves are quite not happy, they are sad, or they are twinkled, then means the plant is low watered, it doesn't need, is underwatered, so it need to have some water. Usually in very less scenarios people come to such cases actually. When it comes to humidity and the temperature, they usually can still tolerate a low humidity as well as low temperature, but usually overall the temperature ratio is between 18 degrees Celsius to 30 degrees Celsius. So always keeping it in a corner of your house that is not too much cold is going to be okay for this plant. The good thing about these beautiful ones, usually you can also keep them outside in the balcony during the springtime or during the cold season, or maybe cooler weather. You can keep them in the balcony outside, they're going to do pretty fine. Some little bit of direct sunlight, maybe during early morning or later afternoon during winter or autumn, is going to be okay. It's not going to really harm them, but be careful. Harsh sunlight during midday, during summertime, or maybe springtime, it probably gonna kill them or gonna burn the leaves. Having said that about this beautiful plant, it's usually not a pet friendly plant. It's usually irritate pets, so it's good to keep out of reach of pets and as well as little children, because you know, consuming the leaves of this plant, it's gonna bring some diarrhea or you know, irritation to the person. For you to ensure that the plants is getting enough light, is to ensure that the leaves are getting clean. As you know, the ZZ plant is one of those plants that basically purify the air as well, as per NASA research. So usually they absorb a lot of pollution inside the air in the house, and the leaves tend to get much more dirty, and always you see there's a thin layer of dust on the leaves. So having that clean time to time, maybe once every 2 weeks, to ensure that the plant is getting enough light as well. Having a layer of the dust on the leaf, it avoids the plants to get enough light. So like the one I have here, the leaves are not really clean, but I'm gonna do that right after this video. I'm going giving a quite fresh look for it. So having said that about this beautiful zamiculcas, so a good drainage system, a good soil mix is very important. Usually the recommendation for me for most of the indoor plants for soil mix is to have 2 parts of normal potting soil, 1 part of perlite and 1 part of sweet sand. Sweet sand and perlite usually helps the plants to help the water to drain quite fast and easy, but avoid using compost or cocoa peat for this kind of any low watering plants that you got. Avoid using cocoa peat, because cocoa peat usually absorb the water and keeps the water in the soil for quite a while and helps the roots to rot faster and die, helps the plant to die. So one of the couple of symptoms that it comes to this beautiful plants for the overwatering and you know, underwatering, as I already said, brown and yellow leaf means it's overwatered. So always you can measure the soil by dipping your finger inside the soil and know that how much water is there. And when you got quite loose leaves or unhappy or sad leaves, that means they are underwatered and they need some water. Addition to what I said here, what I want to show you is the water propagation with these beautiful plants. So if one time you come across while trimming your plants or while watering the plants, you had a leaf fallen, a leaf like this fallen off, what are you going to do with it? You're not going to throw it. So I'm going to show you how to propagate from this leaf, water propagation actually. So I'll probably cut quite a few more leaves from the plant, and then I'll show you how to water propagate it. So let me get the camera more closer to my workstation, and then maybe I can show you exactly how to water propagate them. I'll put these 2 plants away for now, so you can see exactly how I do a water propagation for the zamiculcas. This is the one I have. I'll show you later. I have done it maybe around a month ago. I'll show you how the roots look like, and I want to show you how do I propagate it with the clear glass of water, some film, plastic film, and just water. So let me get the camera more closer to here and I'll show you how to water propagate ZZ plant. So what I will be doing, I want to show you how to water propagate ZZ plant. I have one fallen leaf here. I'm going to cut maybe a couple of more from the plant itself. Usually I tend to choose the one a bit bigger or a bit older, because then they're gonna stay much more longer in the film. Usually you don't need really a scissor or any knife or something. By pulling it down, you can easily remove the leaves. Usually they are a super strong plant, so even the leaves are quite strong. As soon as you put them in the water, they're gonna give you some roots, and then they're gonna grow quite fast. So let me cut a couple of more of them. So here I have, yes, here it is. So what we're gonna need, I am gonna basically have a piece of this plastic film cut. So yes, so I'm gonna put over this glass that I have. I'm showing it now. Yes, this is going to be like this. So I have the plastic film on the top. I'm going to make some small holes with this scissor. The hole must be visible for you because you're going to insert the leaves into these holes. How much leaves I've got, I have to lay these holes under. So I'm going to insert them one by one like this. Yeah, maybe quite more of them. You can let them go all the way down for them to reach to the water. One more here, and let me create one more hole for this one on the side here. Yes, that's all it. I have got the leaves like usually I should have cleaned the leaves because I can see still there's a bit of dust on the leaf. So usually you need to clean them, but it's fine. I'm gonna add the water through these holes until the tip of the leaf reach to the water level. So that's how it looks like. Maybe a little bit more of water. Yes, this is it. And you're going to leave it and be patient for another maybe 4 to 5 weeks. Then you will see some sign of roots coming out. I have these ones that I have done around a month ago, maybe a month and a half. You can see there are some new roots are grown at the bottom of the leaf. So I'm going to leave them for maybe another week or two for the roots to get a bit more generated and become more bigger. Then I will be able to plant them into a soil. So over the next few months, then I should be having a brand new ZZ plant with these beautiful roots. You can usually plant them into a pot, give to your friends, give to your loved ones, or have your own plants nursery at home. That's all about the water propagation of the ZZ plant. One of the other things that I want to share with you about the ZZ plants are they are usually coming into 3 to 4 different types. These ones what are here, they are green color ones. Usually they are the most common ones, but they come also in a raven color. They call them raven, or they are a black ZZ plant. So the leaves and the stems are all black color. Usually they are a bit costlier, and is one of those more rarer to these ones. And another one that usually you get is the variegated one. The variegated one is with the yellow and green, and a mix of colors actually on the leaves and on the stems itself. So that's all about the ZZ plant. I hope you like this video. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful time, and see you soon.